Let's crack the cultural code of humor, mastering cross-cultural comedy in English. Hello, language learners. In today's video, we're going to delve into a fascinating and fun aspect of language learning, understanding humor across different cultures. Remember, comedy isn't universal. A joke in one culture might not have the same impact in another, and some humor is deeply rooted in cultural context. This topic is not only interesting but also important in enhancing our communication skills and cultural sensitivity. So, let's get started. Before we dive into the cultural differences, let's first define what humor is. Humor is a form of expression that incites amusement or laughter. It often relies on surprise, absurdity, or a sudden twist in thinking. In language, this can be wordplay, puns, jokes, irony, or sarcasm. Culture plays a huge role in shaping humor. It influences what we find funny, how we express humor, and even when it's appropriate to use humor. Remember, what may be funny to you could be confusing or even offensive to someone from a different culture. Here's where it gets interesting. Let's look at how humor can differ across cultures. 1. Puns and wordplay. English speakers often love puns and wordplay, but these can be hard for learners, as they often rely on homophones or similar-sounding words, which might not exist in your language. 2. Sarcasm and irony. These are often used in British and American English. However, they can be difficult to understand for those from cultures where indirect language isn't common. 3. Self-deprecating humor. Common in British culture, this involves making fun of oneself. It might be misunderstood by those from cultures where saving face is important. 4. Slapstick and physical humor. This is universal to some extent, but its prevalence can vary. It's straightforward and doesn't require language proficiency, making it easier for language learners. 5. Cultural references. Many jokes require understanding of local culture, history, or current events. These can be the hardest to grasp for language learners. Don't worry if you're finding humor hard to understand. Here are some tips. 1. Context is key. Always look at the situation and the cultural context. 2. Learn common idioms and phrases. These often carry humor in English. 3. Ask for clarification. If you don't understand a joke, it's okay to ask. Most people will be happy to explain. 4. Watch comedies and stand-ups. This is a great way to immerse yourself in English humor. 5. Practice, practice, practice. As with any skill, the more you expose yourself to it, the better you'll get. So, that was our fun dive into the world of cross-cultural humor. Understanding humor in a different language isn't just about knowing the language, it's about understanding the culture too. It can be challenging, but also incredibly rewarding. And remember, if you didn't get the joke, that's okay. The aim is to learn, enjoy, and connect with other cultures. Keep practicing, and you'll find that humor becomes another tool in your language learning toolbox. Stay tuned for more tips and tricks to master English, and as always, keep smiling and keep learning. Happy studying, folks!